But listen, this is the setting that you're supposed to express yourself to each. You have the rest of your lives.
Yeah.
Man, if you want to do it in the closet, get in that closet, figure out how you'll do it or fit in there.
Because this is the space
This
you
is
have.
the space
Yeah.
that you have to express
Right.
yourself.
Hey, eMManuEL G fans, thanks a lot for sticking with us and even for subscribing to this channel. Keep sharing, keep talking about it, because we want more and more people to send in their questions about relationships. And remember, like we always say right here on the iVow channel, marriage rocks.
That's right.
My name is Chico Kaitani, and of course, I'm with the one and only Pastor eMManuEL G. Yeah. Hi, Pasi.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
We've got an interesting topic this time around, as we always do.
Yeah.
And this one, man,
Yeah.
every young guy has to ask this question.
I know, right?
Is it right to have sex before marriage? Okay, you've had it all before.
Yeah.
I have to test.
Yeah.
I cannot sign up to a lifelong,
Yeah.
experience of bad sex.
Yeah.
How will we know we're compatible?
Biggest myth.
But you can't say all those things are lies. In all honesty,
They're all lies.
if in everything else in life you've got to try it before you buy it, why doesn't it apply to this?
So, first,
Yeah.
is sex before marriage right? Is it
Yeah.
a good thing? My answer is categorically no.
What?
It's categorically no.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop us from doing it. But I feel like there's so many demerits to it as opposed to merits to warrant having it before
Right.
marriage. All right, let's take the first one. The first one is because the Bible says it. The Bible constantly tells us not to fornicate, which is sex before marriage. And it tells us adultery, to flee from adultery, which is sex
Outside.
outside of your marriage. So categorically the Bible says, God says, no, and there's many reasons why.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will get to all of them today. Yes.
Okay. So what is a young person supposed to do when they're in that stage that they need to experiment? Because number one, it's already societal pressure. How do you go about advising someone who's in that phase in their life?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, what gets us into the place where we compromise is what we expose ourselves to.
Yeah.
All right. I remember growing up in high school. I remember there used to be a group of kids. There were very few of them, but it was a group of kids who constantly brought Playboys, who brought penthouses, who had porn videos, and they were kept circulating them in the school.
Yeah.
So with that exposure, when you keep watching these things, guess what will happen? You will desire to do this because the watching of this will arouse your senses.
Right.
And I say stay away from it.
Yeah.
I had a friend, a very close friend of mine, who used to post sexual stuff. There were jokes, and they were really funny, I have to say. But they were very
sexually charged
and stuff. Yeah. So I found myself, this is not enriching me.
Yeah.
So I had to get rid of him on my Instagram,
and
on my
social
Facebook.
media.
Yeah. So it was painful. He actually caught feelings and called me. Yeah, he was so upset.
Like, boss,
I was like, dude, you know where my stand is. This is what you're whatever. So I find it offensive. So rather than compromise our relationship, I'd rather just block this. But we can relate on the outside.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to know that.
I do.
about
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
So.
I completely get you. Then here you've got the couples that you officiate who have been living together, or of course are already getting intimate with each other.
Yeah.
Would you say that's kind of, I don't know how to phrase it, But is it us being pretentious in a way?
I mean, if I'm coming to your home to Netflix and chill, and we're watching a movie,
Yeah.
and we're cuddling on the couch eating,
What do you think is going to happen? If you're living together.
if you're living together,
I mean,
what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
I mean, she's there, you're both attracted to each other, you have feelings for each other. It's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen.
So I think we should grant ourselves grace, but at the same time, once we understand what the demerits are, it's important for us to protect ourselves from it. Here's what's interesting. Now, because psychologically, having sex outside of marriage is considered a taboo, is considered a sin, is considered not the norm.
Yes.
What tends to happen is because you've tasted this outside the context that you're supposed to have it, when you get into marriage, then infidelity becomes a little bit easier to do.
Right.
So a lot of people don't realize this, but that's what happens.
Right.
So you find that that you're in marriage. Yes, you did it, and if things are not working out that week, and mama is just kazaring or the guy is just whatever, and at work
It's
somebody
so
just
easy.
tells you, yeah. I mean, I've done it before.
Yeah.
What prevents me from doing it within the context of marriage?
Yeah.
So that's one of the demerits of it.
Okay.
The second one is the sex that you have prior to marriage actually forms what you will want to see in marriage. Now, typically for a lot of people, we'll have sex maybe the first time at a club or with this whoever it was who was our first. You have it with them, and especially for men, that particular feeling and the way you did it actually influences you when you get into marriage. So if it was at a club and you guys went to the car and did it, you will find that your man or your husband or the man is constantly asking you, babe, can we go and do it in the car? And you are just like, no, that's so, you get.
Yes.
Because that particular whatever imprints in your mind, and you feel like this is what I want, and that's the high that you get.
Right.
And so that's why you'll find a lot of men who in marriage, yes, it's not that they hate their wives. They love their wives dearly. They are not going to leave that woman.
Right.
But you'll find him going to do it with somebody else in the car.
The person who can fulfill that fantasy.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Because that's a thrill.
Yeah.
And it happens the same for women.
Okay.
And then unfortunately for women, not unfortunately, but fortunately for women, when a woman has sex with a man, there's a hormone that's released. This hormone actually spiritually connects you to this man.
Right.
So when it's released, you connect and identify with this person.
Right.
So for each encounter that you're having, it's doing that. And the more and more you do it outside of the person that you're going to live with out happily ever after, guess what? You'll have less and less feelings, especially if there are many different men.
Yeah.
So you'll find that you get into this place and this guy is all right.
Yeah,
It
so the
means
connection
nothing
is
for
lost.
me.
Yeah.
The connection is lost. It
That's
means
true.
nothing for me.